Yo guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're playing the most optimized Unreal Engine 5 title ever, and it's called The Finals on PC, running my overclocked MSI Vanguard RTX 5090 graphics card and Ryzen 9 9950X 3D CPU. So firstly, as always, I'll start off showing you the graphics settings really quickly. So currently we are running a render resolution of 3040 by 2160 on my 4K 150 Hz display. NVIDIA low fixed latency is enabled. DLA transformer models, so native 4K, and all the advanced graphics settings are all epic settings with ray tracing enabled, set to epic, and all these settings here are fully maxed out epic settings. And we're going to test 4K native, 1440p native, and then 1080p native, and then we'll try 4K DLSS quality mode, along with frame generation and a couple other different settings. Enjoy, guys.
Not everyone made it out of this encounter. It's our first elimination.
Warm-up is definitely over.
Gonna go ahead and reset the afterburner, and then we'll see how 4K native runs, and then we'll enable DLSS quality mode at 4K to see how it runs in place. I haven't played this title in a while, and it's the first time testing it out on my 5090, so I'm kind of curious to see how it will perform here. And we'll see how everything plays. Enjoy, guys.
The ultra rares are taking control. First cash out started.
Well, let's get my first kill, so it's a good start. 1 kill, 1 death. Alright, let's try it again. Reset the afterburner.
The Vogues made an awesome steal there.
Wow, that was a bold play. We've seen our first team wipe, and it's not pretty.
That was a sharp hit right to the ultra rares.
So it looks like 4K native averaging 139 FPS, 1% low sitting at 96, max FPS of 156, 158. Damn it! That was not a good idea. Alright, let's go ahead and let's enable upscaling. We'll try DLSS quality mode. Reset the afterburner. So this is 4K DLSS quality mode. Should be a 1440p render resolution. Damn, that guy's got some heavy firepower. Shit.
Making this look effortless.
Pretty fast paced, but I'll tell you what, for Unreal Engine 5, this game runs beautifully. I would say if you want some high FPS, do 4K DLSS quality mode on the 5090, and hell, you'll maintain 181 FPS average, 1% low sitting at 123. And then max FPS to 206, so very playable, very smooth performance. Alright, let's enable DLSS DLSS frame generation.
We've just turned up damage and
so
destruction to the max.
Reset the afterburner. Now the 1% lows will be lower because of frame generation, but the actual average FPS will be a lot higher. I have a feeling I'm going to run into something big.
Our mega damage event is still active, and there's already enough digital debris in the arena to make you think a pack of vandals got loose out there.
So it looks like 4K with DLSS quality mode and frame generation, average 285 FPS, 1% latency at 102, max FPS of 329. Very impressive. Alright, let's turn off frame generation. And let's go down to 1440p render resolution. And let's go back to DLA mode, so native 1440p. Reset the afterburner. And we'll see how this runs, and then we'll test out 1440p with DLSS Ultimate. But yeah, such smooth performance. This is just like so smooth gameplay. Very fluid. Which is what you want in an online first-person shooter.
Controlled amount of chaos again.
Yeah, it is chaos for sure. So it looks like 1440p native, averaging 205 FPS, 1% latency at 141, max FPS at 248.
The Vogues have a cash out in the works.
Alright, let's enable DLSS quality mode. I like how you can change the settings on the fly so fast. It's just so easy to change settings. You don't have to hit apply except when changing resolution, so it's awesome. Makes the benchmarking process a lot easier. And quick, you know, I can quickly change it and not have to like worry about delay. So kudos to the developers for making the in-game settings easy to change. It's very helpful. And for making this Unreal Engine 5 title play so beautifully too. You can't even see me.
Fantastic steal by the ultra rares.
Remember, that's illegal in many jurisdictions, but not here.
Come on. Guess it's not coming out. Yes, so smooth gameplay, I love it. So 1440p with DLSS quality mode, averaging 214 FPS, 1% latency at 167, and a max FPS of 252.
The ultra rares will have to polish their strategy from the sidelines.
Alright, let's go back to DLA and let's lower the resolution to 1920 by 1080p. And if I can apply that setting. One moment for monitor to respond here. Set the afterburner. So this is 1080p native.
The Vogues prove runway ready by beating the competition in this match.
So we'll do another round here at 1080p native, and then we'll come back to it and try a few more settings. I didn't do too bad. I've only played this game like 3 or 4 times. And hey, for a noob at this title who doesn't really understand the dynamics of it, it wasn't too bad, I would say. Not bad at all. I'll take it. Alright, we'll get another one going on here. And we'll do 1080p, and then we'll try to change a few settings to see how it runs, like maybe without ray tracing at like 4K or whatever. I don't know if I'm waiting on something. Let me see what's going on here. Probably just waiting. So for the next round, we will do 1080p native, and then we'll experiment with like 4K without ray tracing to see how it plays, and then we'll experiment with a few more different settings. I want to try to get all the settings done in one video, so this will be a little bit longer of a video than usual. That way we get all the settings in, and I don't have to make another separate video. When someone requests a new benchmark, it's easy to just do everything all at once and get it done, you know? Hopefully it won't be too long here. Alright, 25 seconds. I want to go though. Sucks to wait.
The shock and awe, the powerhouses, and finally, the Vogues. The gates are open. Let the chaos begin.
Alright, we're back at it finally. So just to recap,
get ready for a mad cash chase.
1080p native, all settings fully maxed out, DLA, epic settings with ray tracing. Transformer model,
That's right,
DLA.
Scotty. This is going to
Reset
be a
the
nail
afterburner.
biter.
Oh, this is a nice environment. I like this one.
The shock and awe are busy freeing Vault 1.
The shock and awe make the first elimination of... The first team wipe has dropped, and it's massive.
Damn, I'm annihilating them at
The
1080p here.
powerhouses just didn't catch a break there.
Couldn't take out the fire though.
The shock and awe are making their move. First cash out initiated.
Alright, looks like 1080p is sitting at 197 FPS average, 1% low staying at 154, max FPS at 170 here. Alright,
The powerhouse has made an awesome steal there.
let's go back to 4K,
That could be a game changer.
native, and let's turn off ray tracing. So what is static? Low. So is there a way to turn it off? Let's see. 4K, upscale, no upscaling. Okay, so I'm just gonna put ray tracing at low. I guess that's fine. Reset the afterburner. One more time.
Cash out steal denied. A clutch play out there in the arena.
Did that really disable ray tracing? I thought it would be a higher FPS. At least I would think it would be. Ray trace global. Oh,
The
global
arena's
illumination.
rattling shock
Okay.
and awe have that cash out again.
Ray tracing. Where's ray tracing? So I guess there's no way to turn it off completely. Oh well, that's fine.
This is exactly what
Brutal.
the cash out.
An absolutely unreal moment unfolding before our eyes, Scotty.
Alright, we'll try another setting here. So I guess there's no way to completely turn off ray tracing, so you could only set it to low. So let me turn it to low. And let me enable DLSS quality mode. Let's see what that will do.
The shock and awe are back.
Alright,
Team
reset the afterburner.
respawn.
I sense some serious payback coming. The powerhouses need to prepare for a counterpunch. Being struck by lightning is so old school. Here in our arena, contestants that fail to keep moving will be struck from above by a laser beam.
The shock and awe are busy freeing Vault 2. One contestant is trying out how much damage those walls can take. Keep at it, I say.
Damn, the trees come down? That's cool.
They're moving from one elimination to the next.
So it looks like 1440p with DLSS quality mode and low RTX settings. Max FPS at 174. Average of 161. 1% low setting on 108.
The shock and awe
Get the hell out of here.
their return to the arena.
Recovered nicely from that earlier exit. So I'm thinking the powerhouses need to watch their backs.
Alright, let's enable DLSS frame generation here. Frame generation, where are you at? Shut the afterburner. And again, this is with low RTX global illumination and DLSS quality at 4K with frame generation. So the 1% lows are obviously going to be lower with frame generation enabled.
It's a blast. Take control.
See, sometimes I'm doing pretty good. It just depends. Just got to get lucky,
We've
you know?
reached the end of this game show event.
Okay, and then just for fun, I'm not a huge fan of this 3x bullshit, but let's go to 4x. And let's just see what would kind of max out the FPS to. Again, I'm not really for this multi-frame generation. I'm just curious what if this could max out the FPS at this title. Just out of curiosity's sake. So it looks like average of 421 FPS, 1% low setting at 104, max FPS at 455. And then let's go back to enabling RTX global illumination to Epic. Reset the afterburner. Oh. Okay, so 4K DLSS quality mode and frame generation at 4x, 439 FPS average, or sorry, 399 FPS average, and max FPS at 439, 1% LSD at 92. Now I want to see what we can max out this FPS at, so let's go to 2560 by 1440p. Reset the afterburner.
Cash out complete, and the Vogues just got richer.
And let me make sure I have, yeah, DLSS calls mode. But yeah, it definitely scales really nicely, but obviously the 1% lows are going to be shit with this 4X multi-frame generation, unfortunately, but
Unbolting Vault 3,
pretty cool.
it's the shock and awe.
Shit. So a max of 627 FPS, 1% low stay at 109, average FPS of 557. Obviously no one would play it like this because the 1% lows are shit, but it's pretty interesting to see how it scales. So let's put this back on DLA.
Better brace for impact.
And I just want to see how it runs at 1440p native with 4X multi-frame generation.
Eliminations are piling up for a contestant out there. Let's see how far they can take it.
So average 475, 1% low stay at 115, max FPS of 506. Alright, let's turn off this bullshit frame generation. We don't need that crap. And not sure what else I could do here. Let's just out of curiosity, I'll never play at this resolution, but I just want to see what kind of FPS we get here at 720p. Just out of curiosity's sake, since we're already trying all the different settings here. Okay, so it's really just not going to do that much, really, because it's too low a resolution, obviously. So yeah, that's just too low. Can I do 8K? Because earlier I tried to do 8K and it was like